As we just led in the last video, we talked about, the Supreme Court giving ruling in favor of Donald Trump to, go ahead with the process of deporting over 350,000 Haitians out of the United States. But the question has come up, could Donald Trump deport black Americans? And I see a lot of people put had a lot of videos up responding to that question. And the reality is, man, look here. It is nothing you can say that this Neanderthal won't do or will not try to do. I'll tell you that. Will not try to do. You know, uh, I'll say it to that extent. It ain't no telling what the possibility is. And black Americans should have known this, because Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, see, this is the reality of niggas teaching all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I believe in a global presence of our people, though our immediate, uh, our immediate objective to try to fulfill, our, reparations, here in America, that's our immediate objectives, because our people was here. But that don't mean shit because you was here. Unless you got a motherfucking military that's willing to defend your objectives, then you asking another motherfucker to give you what you're asking for. So you ain't guaranteed shit. I don't know what motherfuckers is saying. You not guaranteed shit because you don't have no power or no force to make it a reality. The only racism is prejudice plus power. What power do you have? If this motherfucking Neanderthal said this many niggas gotta go, unless you ready to rise up militarily to say fuck that, this is the last straw, some of you motherfuckers could go too. And they might start with them niggas in jail. That might be one of the ploys. You don't know how they could come. We don't want to house violent criminals in the United States. It's costing us too much. These niggas is, and so we could house these motherfuckers in other countries. They are willing to take these niggas in for a lot cheaper. So we could start deporting these niggas to prisons outside of America. That's a strong possibility. And whether they rule on it today, they might rule and say, no, that can't happen. Today, how many motherfucking, arguments have went through the Supreme Court and went through Congress before they finally became a reality? You see? So you don't know. If you get enough motherfuckers in there on his side that, and you don't know. That might be one way of starting to deport some motherfuckers, Yes, that could be one way to start deporting a particular segment of black America. They've talked about that all goddamn ready. So that's like a red light, that, hey, you know what I'm saying? And so many people, the thing is, because what you gonna do, you gonna be like these, you're gonna be like all the rest of these races that get hit in them, blindsided. Bam, they believe, oh, the good white man wouldn't do this. Man, I don't trust this motherfucking Neanderthal for nothing. That's what's wrong with y'all. I don't put nothing past the motherfucking Neanderthal. If there's a possibility, nigga, put something in place. For real. Put something in place, nigga. Shut up. Quit fooling yourself. That there's some love in this motherfucker heart. You don't give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? You think your motherfucker see you in the You know how when he say, how your day been going. You really think he give a fuck about how your day been going? Huh? You really think, he asked me how my day been going. He must really care about my black ass. That man don't give a fuck about your day. When you say I've been having a good day, in his mind, he said, oh, this nigga been having a good day. I ain't doing my job. I got to put some more pressure on these niggas. You know what I'm saying? They want to hear a nigga, oh man, I ain't been, it's been I'm working through it. They want to hear a motherfucker sigh. How your day been going? They want to hear that sigh before you even start speaking. That lets them know that they doing what the fuck they supposed to be doing. So people that judge, this Neanderthal with, like they know what he'll do and I don't trust him. You understand at all? Make preparations. That's why I'm telling motherfuckers that, take over your community. You got to at least get that aspect of nationalism. So you can take that package on the road. Wherever you go, once you master your community economics, you feel what I'm saying? Wherever you go, you can open that package up and go to work. You feel what I'm saying? And I teach it just that way. It's just that simple. If you don't know community economics, your community and controlling the economics of right outside of your house, in proximity, you could take that shit on the road. And and wherever we go, if we have to go, we can go right on in. Open up. We already got packages on the ground already. We ain't going over there. We already to move shit into place. You know what I'm saying? So when we get there, all we had to do is open up. That's what I'm talking about, being global. These niggas is, these niggas is myopic. They think like this, with the blinders on, like the horses. They just see straight ahead. They don't see left or right. You know what I'm saying? They can't move in that fifth dimensional aspect. You know what I'm saying? Where you see everything, you see a 360, you see a panoramic view of shit that could happen. And when it's a possibility that it can happen, and you hearing shit, you start making way for, the possibility. You open up something somewhere. You got the power to do that. You opening up the Arab store. You opening up the damn the Arab, the Asian, the Korean, the Chinese. You open up their community economics and shit. What you should be doing when we talk about boycotting, where's that money going? You know what I'm saying? We should be opening up some shit somewhere in a couple of places overseas. Yeah, becoming, brotherly with people. Yeah, we want to come in. We trying to do our thing, but we want to add to the greater economy. We're not trying to, but we want to look out for ourselves. We don't want y'all coming over here talking about we living off of y'all or nothing. We want to come over here and add to the wealth of the nation. And I know it's gonna be a hard process. Nobody said it's gonna be easy. The nigga living in America for 400 years, nigga ain't got shit out of it. Ain't easy. What the fuck? What the fuck is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Living in America for over 400 years. If you can live in America for 400 years under the shit you've been under, you could try anything else. Anything. Any motherfucking thing. It's always gonna be whatever it is. That initial shit, that initial engagement, always gonna be the roughest part. You just got to deal with it. Get past it. Get in there, nigga, and put your Timbs on and anticipate it. Anticipate that. And get in there and let the first couple of generations deal with it. But but after all of that is said and done, success is still the key. Being able to get past all that and still at the third and fourth and fifth generation, you pass all that. See, that they understand that. They understand that. They get in here. They'll deal with that first generation, that second generation. By the time the third and fourth generation, you understand they didn't establish industry, and that don't mean that's just one egg. See what I'm saying? That's just one egg. Y'all motherfuckers acting like it's just one egg. But since it is a possibility, we're going to have an egg here. We're going to have an egg there. We're going to have an egg over here. We got trillions of fucking dollars. You didn't put eggs for the Arab and the Asian and them all over the United. They got eggs everywhere. They ain't got one egg. They got 2 and 3, 4 eggs all over this bitch. They didn't establish. So we have to be thinking of an exit. You understand? Just in case. You understand what I'm saying? Just in case we have to make a move. We already established. You feel what I'm saying? We done already built up industry and shit. You know? And I think people have to take the possibility of, anything is possible with these Neanderthals. I'm just saying. Don't get caught, nigga, like a deer in the headlights. And then they throw some shit on your ass all at once, and your motherfucking ass is like the deer in the headlights. You just stuck, nigga, because you thinking, not this good white man. Not this good Neanderthal. How? I would never have thought he would do something like that. And the motherfucker done hung you, burnt you, lynched you, and all this to you. And you still over here confused that he might deport you? Is it a possibility? It's a possibility. Don't believe it's not a possibility. Do not, that's just like Jesus still coming. Is he still coming? Or is he still coming? A lot of you motherfuckers still waiting on Jesus. 2,000 years later, another generation waiting on Jesus. Is he coming? Tell the truth. And you can keep believing. But is he coming? So and so a lot of y'all had the same faith in this Neanderthal that somehow he gonna be fair with us this time. He gonna give us our propers. He gonna give us our just due this time. You believe that, don't you? And so that's the key that keep motherfuckers, in this, the realm of thinking, that, this is if anything you got, whether if you an FBA, you a Pan-African, I don't give a fuck. You can claim to be indigenous, Indian, black Indian. You niggas ain't gonna get shit if you ain't intending to fight for it. That's the commonality between all these groups. Somehow you motherfuckers is confused that y'all gonna get anything without a motherfucking fight. And I'm talking about where it's gonna come down to some physicality. You feel me? And a lot of y'all niggas don't want no physicality. That's, across the board. And that's why y'all motherfuckers got that ceiling where, you hit that motherfucking ceiling because in order to get past that ceiling, the motherfucker on top gotta give you something. And when he don't give you something, your ass stuck right here at that ceiling. That's where all you niggas is at. Real talk. But anyway, man, ain't nothing but love, big bruh. Love you. Just want to put that gem in your ear. It ain't to pull you down. It's for you, man. To listen, everybody gonna tell you something. Let your big bruh tell you something. You know what I'm saying? Go on and take that gem, and hide that gem in your wherever you keep your valuables. And when you open it up, that motherfucker gonna say, it's gonna be shining, and you gonna look down. Say, big bruh told me. Click that link down there in the video description, Patreon. Get over there. We got that 2 Raw for YouTube. Over 600 exclusive live stream. Also, generalseti, One Stop, Etsy. Get over there. Get that classic material, DVDs, hard copies, HD. Man, that's classic. Get that. I'll see y'all in a minute. Black Pop.